Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the vlog. This is Car Connections. As always, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, turn on your notifications. So real quick, the purpose is going to be a short. I like doing short vlogs, and I actually agree with my boy Hemi Muscle that, you know, sometimes we do these long vlogs that are like maybe 10, 12, 14 minutes long, but most of you guys are just watching them 2-3 minutes. There's a lot of work and effort to get these vlogs, the editing that it takes. I mean, sometimes it could take an hour and a half to get some of these edits done. And so sometimes it's good to mix it in a little bit, right? So do some very short vlogs like the one I'm about to do right now, and some long vlogs for folks that like to enjoy something that's a little longer. So one thing that the SRT Durango Hellcat comes with, and I'll show you guys in a bit, is the front of the Durango where the Hellcat logo is at. It's almost like a matte black, and it's kind of blended into the grille, and it's difficult to see the logo. And so I put some thought to it, and I'm like, how can I make that to be a little matted out, blended into the grill? But I really would like the SRT logo to really pop. And I'm like, you know what would look really badass is if the SRT logo that's in the front grill, if I would paint it red, because the red would match with the calibers my Durango Hellcat comes with, which are red as well. And it would actually make it pop out. So I stopped in a local AutoZone. This paint right here, let me see if I can put it real close to you. Let's see the camera right here. It's called Duplicolor. They sell it at AutoZone. They have different colors. Expensive, guys, but it's kind of a 3-in-1, and so it allows you to kind of prep the area up. It then allows you to, you know, color the area in. And again, this is not really like a paint where you paint. It's more like to fix scratches on your car. So I don't know if it's gonna work. There is enough paint in here, I believe, to paint out the SRT logo in red. So I'm not fixing a scratch, but it's delicate enough where it has like a pen to it to where I can probably go in there and be very delicate, where I basically don't F up and paint outside of the area I want to paint. The other thing that this thing does, which is called basically scratch fix all in one, it's the prep, the paint, and the clear coat, which is awesome. I don't know if I want to add clear because I don't want it to shine. I just want the SRT logo to stand out in red. So we're gonna do this real quick, and I'll try to see if, here we go. That's what it's called. It's probably coming out backwards. Go to your AutoZone. A little pricey, about 16 bucks, $16.50 with taxes for this little thingamajig. And I think it's gonna look pretty epic. So let's see how it comes out. All right, guys, so a bunch of yappy. Keep this the way it is, right? But these letters right here, which I gotta take my time, I wanna paint them in red. And that's what I'm gonna try to do. And hopefully, the hope is that I don't mess this thing up. So this is the before. I'm gonna do an after, but I'm also gonna do a quick shot of how the process works. Just like anything, guys, this thing has the paint that's actually at the bottom here, and you do want to shake it. It has like a little marble inside, just like you would have in any kind of paint, right? You want to shake it until it's perfectly ready. Now what this little bristle at the front does right here is just an agitator. It's more like a little sander. What you do is you just come along here and you just kind of start using this here, see, and it starts to kind of make it, it's hard to hear, but it's kind of changing the letter somewhat, and it actually kind of sands it. That way when the paint comes on, it has a much better, the paint actually adheres, there we go, much better after you sand it. Underneath this little cap, when you pop it up like this, you have the pen, which is a lot more, it gives you a lot more pinpoint accuracy when you're painting. But there's also a brush that can be used to paint even more paint than normal. And that brush is here at the bottom. You actually twist this. Again, it's hard to do this, guys, because I'm using one hand, but you twist it open by holding the top portion, and the bottom portion comes off the pen, and it's almost like nail polish. You can then start to paint the sectioned area. Right now, so I'm gonna agitate all these letters with this, which is kind of like a sander. I'm gonna test out the pinpoint to start painting the first letter. If I like the way it's coming out, I'll stick to that. If I don't, I'm gonna use the bottom applicator, little paintbrush. I completed the sanding with the front portion of the pen. Wow, I just noticed in there. You guys see that bumblebee stuck in there? All right, going back to this. You can see it's kind of like I use the little pen, and as you start sanding it, try not to miss any spot, and that way again the paint has a good foundation to adhere to. Now I just need to clean this out thoroughly before I do the paint, and we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes, and then it also comes with a clear coat. But you gotta let it sit for 30-45 minutes to dry. So then we'll come with the clear coat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add the clear coat because I don't know if I want a shine or a gloss to it. But it's been sanded. Let's do this. All right, guys, so it's done. Just a couple of things. If you're gonna be doing this on your Durango or any SRT product, if you're gonna be using this stuff, one thing I learned real quick, don't go so thin as you're going in there. Be careful, but don't go so thin. And also don't use the pencil or stencil one. Use the other side of it that has more of that nail polish type of small little bristle. You actually carry a lot more paint, and you're able to cast a much bigger brush line and even coat on the SRT logo. 3 coats, guys, is what it's taking. I'm thinking I might have to do a 4th coat. I'm not sure. I did the first coat lightly, let it dry. Take your time. Don't rush on this. You rush on this, you're gonna mess up. Almost finished product. It's about 90% there. I do the last coat on it. Let me know what you guys think. It's not perfect. Again, I still need to do 1 more coat. But what I'm noticing right now is not really doing justice. Let me see if I can back out a little bit. Tell me what you guys think. In person, it looks way better. I don't know why on the camera here, it's not coming out the way it really looks. The black, this right here in the back stands out a lot darker, and the red pops out a lot more. I went ahead and finished the back. I hope you guys can see, but I used blue painter's tape all around the side. Took my time, 3 coats on the one in the rear as well. And then of course I did the clear coat on the rear. So it's done, guys. It's easy. You gotta allow for each coat to dry. Wait about 10 minutes to 15 minutes between coats. And then on the very last coat, which is the 3rd coat, you're probably gonna want to head and wait like 30 to 40 minutes to actually do the clear coat. Boy, that wrap, I had to just stop talking for a little bit, guys. That wrap on the hood is just popping. And that's done. It looks just way better. As always, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification, hit the thumbs up. This is Car Connections. Peace out.